Thank you for tuning in to Mavericks baseball tonight. Your Mavericks are taking on the Fort Mac Giants. First pitch will be at 7:05. Stay tuned for first pitch at 7:05.
the second baseman. Number 5, Rock Jordan, and joining him, Ryder McMurray. Batting 7th, the center fielder, number 12, Zach Kunkel, and joining Zach will be Jordan Carr. Batting 8th, the first baseman, number 20, Frank Podkol. And catching today, behind the plate, number 17, Jacob Leal. And today's starting pitcher for the Mavericks, number 30, Tanner Helms. Right-hander from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Head coach Michael Thompson, assistant coach Andrew Murphy, Kyle Swanek. And bat boy today, Bryce Wolechko. You could please stand, remove your hats, and please join us in the singing of our national anthem by Tracy Bills.
True patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
And welcome to Athletic Park tonight as your Mavericks are taking on the Fort McMurray Giants.
Tonight's umpiring crew, behind home plate, Chris Hartley. On first, John Sneed. Third base, Cody Nickel. Conditions at game time. Hot. Very hot. 32 degrees, partly cloudy. Winds out of the west-northwest at 16 kilometers an hour. It's going to be a hot one, so keep hydrated. Make sure you check out the concession for all your beverages.
And starting pitcher tonight for the Medicine Hat Mavericks is number 30, Tanner Helms, getting his 4th start of the season. This will be his 7th appearance in a game so far this year. He has pitched 20.2 pitches, given up 25 hits, and has a 5.66 ERA. Last night's game was definitely a nail-biter. Went to the bottom of the 10th inning with a walk-off hit to end the game. Mavericks winning that one 5-4. Tonight's game is game 2 of the 3-game series. And we're underway here in Medicine Hat, and up to bat is Hector Bentiez.
Starting off for the Giants, number 8, the center fielder, Hector Benitez.
Benitez so far this season batting .337. And the first pitch of the night, a big cut.
So a swing?
It's just one tap.
Swinging?
Yeah, swinging is just one. So when it's a number. And strike 2 for a called strike.
Called, yeah.
So yeah, double tap for call, triple tap for foul. So yeah, you can tap one. That one close, but it's going to be a ball. 1-2 now.
Every other hat last night hit it.
What did he?
That one swung on. Playing at first is Podkol, and he's just going to toss it to Tanner Helms, who gets there to make the play for the first out.
One gone here for the Giants. Brings to the plate the left fielder, number 26, Jordan Stickler.
That brings to the plate number 26, Jordan Stickler, who's sporting a 176 batting average to this point.
Is it 3 to 1? So you just got to tap 3, tap 1. Oh, yeah.
That's all you have to do when there's nobody
Tap
on
3
base.
then 1.
Yeah. That one a hit from Jordan Stickler into shallow right field, and he has himself a leadoff single.
Stickler on with a base hit.
There's that button.
Brings to the plate.
That brings to the plate
Max
number
Hewitt.
2, Max Hewitt. Had himself a pretty good season at the plate so far, batting .321. That one hit into left field by the Giants' RBI leader. And 2 singles back-to-back brings up Richard Ortiz.
The first baseman, number 18, Richard Ortiz.
And Tanner Helms with 2 runners on base here with 1 out. That one right down the middle from Helms for the first strike. Helms checks and delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one low and outside. It's going to even up the count at 1-1. That one popped up into foul territory. Underneath it is number 20, Frank Podkol, and he has it for the second out.
2 on here for the Giants. Brings to the plate the third baseman, number 19, Keegan Marsden.
And that brings to the plate somebody with a lot of power for the Fort Mac Giants. Keegan Marsden, who currently leads his team with 5 home runs and 25 RBIs, second on the team in RBIs. And that one popped up into shallow outfield. Underneath it is going to be Zach Kunkel. Giants get 2 hits, Strand 2. And we still have a tie ball game here going into the bottom of the first. To lead off the Mavericks will be number 4, Louis Canjura. You're watching Mavericks Baseball. We'll be back right after this. We're back here for the bottom of the first inning as the Mavericks are up to bat. To lead us off will be the shortstop, Louis Candura. Candura so far this season batting .327. And the first pitch to Candura just a little too far outside, 1-0. That one hit into right center field, and a leadoff single for Louis Candura. And that brings up number 15, Caleb Longley. So far this season has the best batting average on the Mavericks, batting .380. Very impressive numbers to this point. Leads the team in home runs and RBIs, 5 home runs, 27 RBIs, as we are just at the start of July. And he takes that one, a foul, really hard off his leg. Looks like he's taking a little time to shake this one off. And the 0-1 pitch. And he checks Candura at first. Just a little knee slide back into the bag. That one in the dirt. And Tyler Hodder, the starting pitcher for the Fort Mac Giants tonight.
We've been raving about him. Lots.
Not bad.
Hodder with his 5th start. He's currently 3-1 on the season, sporting a 3.21 ERA. And Longley rips that one down the third baseline, but it's going to be foul.
You're an Astros fan? Me? No, Orioles. Even worse. Even worse. If I was an Astros fan, I'd be the happiest guy in the world. Why? First year.
Well, they didn't show it against Toronto.
There you go. Blind squirrel.
And he checks Candura again at first.
That's right.
And really, Toronto doesn't win unless they get the 2-3 round.
There you go. That's right.
To win, you gotta have
That belongs to you.
you gotta be able to hit, and you gotta have 2 or 3 that can throw absolute gems. That's why Boston will go deep again.
That one hit into shallow right. And underneath that one is Travis Turner for the first out.
Well, it's like that's the New York Mets problem right now. They've got such good pitching, but they have no hitting.
Yeah, it's out of action.
They got Yosenis Cespedes, and that's it.
You get the O's. Unreal hitting.
Third baseman, number 8, Blake Rowland.
That brings up Blake Rowland.
Chris Turman's your ace. You ain't winning.
This point in the season, 2nd on the team in batting average, batting .365. That one down the middle for strike one.
That's good, actually.
That one on the outside. And Evan Willow popping up quickly to check Kanjura at first, but eats it. And Rowlett rips that one, and they're going to pull a double play. Very unfortunate for Louis Kanjura there. Nothing he could do to get back to first.
Mavericks get nothing here after one inning of play.
You can't really put that one in there, so you just kind of got to put double play wizard. Guy who got out first. We'll be back for the top of the second right after this. So you got to go here. Tap the guy who got out first. He lined out to 4. That brings up number 4, Evan Willow, batting .206 this season. And he fouls that one down the third baseline for the first strike.
That was good.
That's what I mean. Like, they got to do everything they wanted to do.
Oh yeah, like the weather didn't hamper any of that stuff for the most part.
We're
so
the
that
only
was
game.
good.
We're the only game of the second.
But they're 3 hours. Yeah, right, so that's a big difference, you know. You think nothing of it, but
That one fouled down the first baseline. Evan Willow has himself a 0-2 count now with 2 foul balls.
I'm freaking to be dragging my butt off in about another hour because right now it's 10 o'clock there. It's 1:15.
Oh, there we go.
Right? Yeah, that is. Hounds with his first strikeout. Gets Willow. Brings to the plate the designated hitter number 21, Ryan Dunn. So what did we go? We went to see the Citadel, which is Halifax.
And Willow strikes out, and that brings up Ryan Dunn. Not having himself a very fun time at the plate this season, batting .090.
So, the next day, way better. We got to see it. That was pretty good.
That one too low, 2-1.
Oh, there's no 1, 2, or 3 right now.
So many pitches. That's what the pitch was.
And he hasn't swung or anything?
No, that's not. So the first pitch was a ball. Second pitch was a swing. So that's why it says 2.
Heads up, fans.
That one foul down the first baseline, out of play behind the Giants' dugout.
Yeah,
So now what happens if he fouls it again?
So what did you see the
Yeah, press the
Citadel
plus
and
one.
then first day, like when we got picked up.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, don't press the plus button once you have to, because it goes up to 20 plus before you can pick this up. You can't go above 21 plus.
Brutal. It was cold. It was drizzly, but no fog. So that's the biggest goal we're shooting.
And Rock Jordan with a nice grab out at second for the second out. That brings up our beer batter tonight, number 7, Corey Conklin.
Our budget blinds beer batter, number 7, Corey Kunkel, the second baseman. If he strikes out, $1 off beer for the next 5 minutes. Sorry, 10 minutes, even better on a hot day like today.
Yeah, great.
Call Don at Budget Blinds to book your best blind date in town.
Yeah, you made it 10 a couple of days ago.
Even better.
I think I have young spirits.
That one low and outside, 2-0.
Conklin, help me out here.
Kimmy, can you bring us up some Mavericks?
That one fouled off. He's 1/3 of the way there now, 2-1.
Called foul.
It's a swing.
Oh, swinging is.
Swinging is the first one, so when you see that what the number is swinging, it's like that's a foul. Yeah, and then everything after that.
So if he K's right now and you hit K?
You hit K, and then you can choose either strikeout, which is just struck out looking, or struck out swinging. Or if the catcher jumps along and hits him, you put it was a CS2. Or you can use strikeout wizard, where he throws it for first.
That one swung on for strike 3. And the beer batter strikes out tonight. $1 off beer for the next 10 minutes. To end the inning, due up for the Mavericks will be number 25, Colton Wright. I'm Percy McDonald, and you're watching Mavericks Baseball. We'll be back for the bottom of the second inning right after this.
8 for 13.
For the Mavericks in the top of the second, bottom of the second inning, the designated hitter, number 25, Colton Wright.
That brings up number 25, Colton Wright. Another man with a very impressive batting average so far this season, batting .337. And he hits that one to the second baseman, Corey Conklin, for the first out on the first pitch of the bottom of the second inning.
Yes, sir. It's 4-3. It's already listed as an out. If you just go back.
He hits it. You guys out there. You just click 4-3.
The right fielder.
That's it.
And if somebody flies out to the outfield, just click where they fly out to. And the infield, if they flew out, you have to double tap the person. Because if they lined out, it's just
That brings up Chris Rodriguez. As the first pitch is called a strike. Rodriguez, one of many players on this team batting above 300, has a 311 batting average. That one grounded to the shortstop, Max Hewitt, and throwing on to first for the second out. That brings up number 5, Rock Jordan.
Number 5, Rock Jordan.
And Jordan hits that one, and that was a close one there for Corey Conklin as he almost loses control of it. But the Mavericks go down quick and under just 4 pitches, 3 outs. And due up for the top of the 3rd inning will be Travis Turner of the Fort Mac Giants. We'll be back right after this.
Need to take a little more time at the plate than 4 pitches for 3 outs.
Back here for the top of the 3rd inning, and leading us off, number 24, Travis Turner, batting .207 this season. That one way at his head, had to duck out of the way of that one.
Miss something? Wild pitch?
The wild pitch is unless anyone on base, just consider it. Because it's not technically a save.
Yeah. Doesn't need to throw it. Full strikes.
Underneath it is Rock Jordan for the first out.
Top of the lineup now
That's
for
one.
the Giants, number 8, Hector Benitez.
That's one
center
tap.
fielder.
4. F.
Use your tap.
So you can tap it once.
Oh, if it's just a 4, is that a line out?
4 is a line out or unassisted.
Okay.
That's what I usually go with. And then
Okay.
That one close to the top of the order.
Do that in the outfield too.
outfield is the first tap is F8 and the second tap is
Hector Benitez has himself a 1-1 count here.
If he gets a foul ball, you can take those into the souvenir stand for Maverick dollars.
That one grounded down the first baseline, and Frank Podkol there.
To go on here for the Giants, brings to the plate number 26, the left fielder, Jordan Stickler.
I just put a U there because it's an assistant.
I like how this
I don't
is
need
fast.
I need
Let's go fast and they get her done.
Yeah, I like it.
So do I.
That brings up Jordan Stickler as he goes to lay down a bunt and didn't bring it back in time.
Two strikes bunt. Gone a second.
Really?
Two strikes bunt.
Fooled everybody?
No, he popped it to catcher.
Oh, it's only good if you fool everybody.
At that point, we were down 4-0.
Okay.
Yeah, you did, for sure.
I don't know why. This is behind. This is a full inning.
Okay.
Helms, how many strikeouts he's got so far? Helms just for one? Rear batter,
I'll
right?
tell you right now, 2.
2 strikeouts?
Yeah. Number 4 and the rear batter.
800 needs. What it was last night?
He's like 800 they said last night. There's no way.
They always add two right there.
They add to it.
My first game, there was a lot of people there. That was just my luck.
Why is it stuck on this inning?
128,000.
Go. My app's not stuck. It's loading perfectly fine.
He's got no balls.
Now we're in the top of the third.
Just a bit high.
Not 1, 2, and 2 now to Jordan Stickler.
Now it's alright. Edmonton's winning again. Jesus.
So I wonder if this thing just overheated too.
Edmonton's cranking it up since they lost to us.
No, we had the arrow.
Full count.
And a full count here with 2 out to Jordan Stickler. That one keeping himself alive. Tanner Helms with 36 pitches to this point tonight. That one popped up into shallow outfield. Underneath it looks like Rock Jordan is going to get it in his tracks for the third out.
For the Giants to get up here in the top of the third.
And no hits, no runs for the
Of the Mavericks.
Fort McMurray Giants in the top of the third. Due up in the bottom is our 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Mavericks. Zach Kunkel to lead us off. You're watching Mavericks Baseball. We'll be back right after this.
That's a huge win for Edmonton if they win.
That camera doesn't have long enough battery.
For the Mavericks, the center fielder, number 12, Zach Kunkel.
And Zach Kunkel due up. And he takes the first one he sees to second. And on the first pitch, the trend continues for the Mavericks. First pitch, first out.
Aggressive tonight.
And due up number 20, Frank Podkol now. Batting .303 on the season.
First baseman. Number 20, Frank Podkol.
We need level.
Oh, you pushed it hard again. Whatever, we'll blame it on you.
And the umpire didn't like that one. Too far outside. 2-0 now. Still too far outside. 3-0 count now for Frank Podkol.
Or what is it?
It's the number one button, yeah. Only the most important one.
And taking all the way as that one's down the middle for strike one.
It didn't go crazy there. Gentle.
In the hole, I'm just touching the corner.
That one close to him, but he's going to get a walk for the first base runner this inning. That brings up number 17, Jacob Leal.
That brings to the plate the catcher, number 17, Jacob Leal.
That one in there for the first strike. That one in the dirt, even up the count at 1-1. Does he have 2 fouls to him?
Right?
He only has 1 foul to him, right?
Yeah, one.
1-2 count here on Jacob Leal. That one's up high. And Podkol making it back in there, having to get dirty, dodging that.
Yeah, duck and dodge. Duck and dodge. Go to the far side of the first bag of that one.
Oh, they had him.
The 2-2. That one popped up. Underneath it is the catcher. And he has it for the second out. And that brings up the top of the order, number 4, Louis Candura. Let's see if he can do something here with 2 out and a runner at first.
Top of the order for the Mavericks. Brings to the plate number 4, the shortstop, Louis Candura.
That one in there for a strike.
He's way out there, eh?
And Hodder has himself 27 pitches tonight.
So Guerrero got sold and watching the pitchers had last night. Like,
Oh, really, eh?
He was probably halfway down the first base line on the one.
That close on the outside, but maybe too high to Kanjura.
Just calling it tight.
Too high to Kanjura. Who's Kanjura is at 5'9", 5'11".
Long Beach.
How tall are you?
10, 5'11".
Him, there's no way.
That one in the dirt.
We doing dizzy back?
It was, oh yeah, it was foul.
And a full count here to Kanjura with 2 out, and we can expect Podkol to run at first. That one foul out of play.
And you just add one? That's all it is? That's all it is. It doesn't say what it was?
Doesn't need to know what it was, because if it's more than 2 strikes, it has to be a foul ball.
True.
And on here, it doesn't even tell you after 3 pitches what it is. It just tells you after pitch. Or it does down here, I guess.
Another one.
Here comes another foul ball out there.
And another one.
Again, foul balls, property of the Mavericks. You can bring those foul balls into the souvenir shop for Mavericks bucks, $2. Good for concession and souvenir stand.
And still a 3-2 count for Kanjura. On the 7th pitch of this at-bat. And Kanjura rips that one, and that's gonna be fouled down the right field line.
Then eventually it's 4 plus 5 plus.
What's the 3?
That's when the 3rd out happens, it tells you what the out is.
Oh.
And still a 3-2 count here to Kanjura. Who's... That one hit into left field. Underneath it is Jordan Stickler for the 3rd out.
Mavericks leave a runner stranded here.
And 1 runner stranded on no hits for the Mavericks. And we still have a tie ball game going into the 4th. Due up for the 4-Mac Giants will be number 2, Max Hewitt. And we'll see the 3, 4, 5 hitters. I'm Percy McDonald, and you're watching Mavericks Baseball. We'll be back right after this. Brings up to lead us off in the top of the 4th inning, Max Hewitt. It was 1 for 1 on the day, 1 of 2 hits Fort Mac has to this point. That one's in there on the outside for strike 1 from Tanner Helms. That one fouled off. Might have fouled off himself there.
Yeah, fix it now. He hit 2 strikes.
That one hit into shallow left, and Hewitt has himself a leadoff single. That brings up number 18, Richard Ortiz. So, 0 for 1 on the day. He flew out to first in his first at-bat.
Well, I'm guessing where this stuff is, right? In here. Because this one's busted.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Oh yeah.
Just need some crazy glue. Crazy glue that on.
I don't have it here.
That's what they hit it? Yeah, if they hit.
That one ripped right down the third baseline. Very well hit ball by Richard Ortiz as he has himself a double. Runners at third and second now with nobody out.
The third baseman, number 19, Keegan Marsden.
And power hitter Keegan Marsden up now. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a flyout. But he is a man who does have a lot of power in his bat. 5 home runs. 25 RBIs. That one fouled off.
That was a foul too.
Both of them were fouls?
No.
Just 1 and 1?
Oh no, he's got 2 and 1.
It's 1 and 2, yeah.
2 and 1, yeah, 2 and 1.
Guess you're gonna have to use a pencil, buddy.
Yeah, but I have to know where they
Well,
are.
can we put that on this? Can we put it on?
If I could get this loading.
3
Two
and
and
1.
2? 2 and what?
3 and 1.
3 and 1.
That one fouled off. Has himself a full count now.
Full
3
count.
and 2.
And the full count pitch. In there for strike 3. Got him looking.
Helms, third strikeout.
Helms with his 3rd strikeout of the night.
Helms gets his 3rd strikeout. Brings to the plate the catcher, number 4, Evan Willow.
That brings up Evan Willow, who struck out in his first time at bat.
He's just in this other room, hey?
That one, half-hearted swing from Willow.
When you hit K, does it bring that up?
That brings that menu up when you get K. So, and it gives you all the sort of K error. So say the catcher threw it down, he still gets a strikeout, but he gets on base or something. That's what puts that runner on
The number
first.
1.
And that one ripped down to third, and Blake Rowlett's gonna throw that on to first for the 2nd out.
Oh wait, no man.
No,
Designated hitter, number 21, Ryan Dunn.
that brings up number 21, Ryan Dunn, who's 0 for 1 on the day. He lined out to Rock Jordan in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 11 on the season. That one swung on for strike. And the 1-1. And third base umpire Cody Nichols said he went. And the 1-2 from Tanner Helms. Swung on for strike 3. And the Mavericks get themselves out of that one.
Strikeout there. And the inning for the Giants. They get nothing here in strand 2.
We're in the bottom of the going to the bottom of the 4th inning. No score still here in Medicine Hat. Due up for the Mavericks from the bottom of the 4th will be Caleb Longley. You're watching Mavericks baseball. We'll be back right after this.
We'd like to take this time to thank
And we're back here for the bottom of the 4th inning as Caleb Longley takes a strike to lead us off. Not one, maybe a little too outside. It's going to be evened up at 1-1. And that one hit to short. Max Hewitt plays it and throw it on to first. The first out. And that brings up number 8, Blake Rowlett.
the third baseman, number 8, Blake Rowlett.
And Rowlett, a big cut at the first pitch he sees for a foul ball.
All of their pictures look like selfies.
Photo shoot? It's weird.
Teams.
Ball.
That one on the inside to Rowlett. 2-1.
University of Dallas.
Ooh, that'd be sweet. are you?
Thompson Rivers. He's from Fort Mac.
He's the one hopper.
That guy plays with Concord.
Oh yeah, I saw him talking to him yesterday.
Sweet.
And that one hit just into left field as Blake Rowlett has himself a single.
Rowlett with a single. Brings to the plate the designated hitter, number 25, Colton Wright.
We got 2 University of Dallas. A few guys from Lower Columbia.
One of those coaches.
Right there. One of their coaches is Lower Columbia.
That one in there as Colton Wright's up, gets the first strike.
He's not swinging at the first pitch. Yeah. This guy hasn't struck anyone.
And that one into deep center field. Underneath it is Hector Benitez.
Benitez.
And that brings up the right fielder, number 1, Chris Rodriguez.
Number 1, Chris Rodriguez.
And that one hit into right center field, into the gap. And that's going to get Rowlett to third.
Say it was a single. It only bounced by the second. Just gotta click third.
And that brings up Rock Jordan.
For the second baseman, number 5, Rock Jordan.
That one hit into left field, and underneath it is Jordan Stickler.
We're scoreless after 4 here at Athletic Park.
Scoreless after 4 innings, into the top of 5. The Giants with 4 hits, Mavericks with 3. And to start us off in the top of the 5th will be Corey Conklin. You're watching Mavericks Baseball. We'll be back right after this. back here for the top of the 5th inning. And Conklin to lead us off. He sees our beer batter tonight, fouls that one off as we're 1/3 of the way to $1 off beer for 10 minutes here at Athletic Park. That one swung on for strike 2.
Brought to you by MHMavericks, official design and print sponsor of the Mavericks. MHMavericks.
That one swung on for strike 3 and $1 off beer here at Athletic Park.
Beer batter strikes out again. It's 8:05. You got 10 minutes. Tell 8:15 for $1 off beer. On a hot, balmy day, go get your beer now.
And a close one there for Travis Turner.
We like Cody. Good job, Cody. You demand it.
And that one hit and hit deep. And it's going to stay in the ballpark off the wall in left field. Yes, he'll get himself a double.
Way to leg that double out.
We thought it was all
Left
done.
fielder admiring the hit. He's getting
Top of the order now for the Giants, number 8, Hector Benitez.
Hector Benitez steps in now.
I don't have to say that 2020 Vision was the first run of the game yet. It's been 4.5 innings.
I always forgot that one, so I just said on the first one.
Oh, did ya? Heads up, folks. Foul ball coming your way. The air conditioning not working up there?
It's working, it just doesn't seem to be working.
Not working. Oh, no.
And 1-1 to Hector Benitez. And a big swing there. And the 1-2. Swung on for strike 3. Tanner Helms with his 6th strikeout of the night.
Helms gets his 6th strikeout. Brings to the plate the left fielder, number 26, Jordan Stickler.
That brings up Jordan Stickler, who's 1 for 2 on the day with a single. If you just tuned into our broadcast, we're currently in the top of the 5th inning. Scoreless here in Medicine Hat. And a block behind the plate from Jacob Leal there on the low pitch.
Working in match with the key.
No,
You got a pen there now?
on top of.
That works.
Well, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's working.
And that one on the outside for ball 2 now. At a 3-1 count. Now to Benitez. And that one on the outside. Now Benitez at second and Stickler at first. That brings up number 2, Max Hewitt.
The shortstop, number 2, Max Hewitt.
And Hewitt 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles, has been left on base both times. As that one's in the dirt from Helms. 1-0.
Been a lot of left field action. Especially this guy. It's like 2 hits out to left.
That one in there. On the inside. 1-1. That one into shallow left. Underneath it is Kanjura for the 3rd out.
Giants lead 2-stranded here in the top of the 5th. They get nothing. No scoreless after 4.5.
And 2 left on there in the top of the 5th inning. To lead us off in the bottom of 5 will be Zach Kunkel. You're watching Mavericks Baseball. We'll be back right after this.
The official dentist and hygienist of the Mavericks, River Dental.
And we're back here for the bottom of the 5th inning.
Number 12, the center fielder, Zach Kunkel.
And leading us off is number 12, Zach Kunkel. He's 0 for 1 on the day. That one way on the inside of Kunkel.
I know the Knights are in Montana, so.
So Keegan or
Yeah.
And 3-0 now to Kunkel. Still a scoreless game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Kunkel taking all the way as that one's down the middle for strike 1. And Kunkel hits that one into left center. And underneath it is going to be Jordan Stickler for the out.
Kunkel flies out, brings to the plate, the first baseman, number 20, Frank Podko.
And that brings up Frank Podko, who was walked in his first at-bat. Let's see what he can do here with one out and lots of empty bases. And Podko hits that one to the shortstop, and that's thrown on to first for the second out.
The catcher.
2 out now in the bottom of the 5th inning. That brings up Jacob Leal. 0 for 1 on the day. Popped out straight up to the catcher his last time as he takes the first pitch on the inside for a ball.
Oh, I think Lovell might be able to. Heads up, folks. Foul ball coming your way.
And 1-1 now as that's a foul out of play.
I remember being that kid.
That kid out there?
Yeah.
I used to be the one in the back here, waiting for people to tell me where to go.
And that one just a little too far inside. Ball 2.
I'd be out shagging balls.
And Leo rips that one way out of play down the first base or third baseline.
Get some Mavericks money. Take it into the souvenir
That evens
shop.
up the count for Hodder at 2-2.
That was a screamer. Hey, what was that?
2-2 count here with 2 out.
No, was it 8?
That one's up high.
Did he play
Full
last
count.
week? That was his first game for a while.
And Leo pops that one into foul territory behind first. And it's going to be out of play by the batting cages.
So you hit the when it's. Oh, never mind. I was reading that. I thought that was
Just a reminder, fans, those foul balls are property of the Mavericks. You can bring them into the souvenir shop for $2 Maverick bucks. Good for the concession and souvenirs.
And Leo cracks that one in to deep right. And underneath it is Travis Turner for the third out.
Well, folks, we're scoreless here after 5 complete.
Scoreless after 5, going into the top of the 6th.
Top of the 6th coming
Leading
up.
off for the Fort Mac Giants will be Richard Ortiz. You're watching Mavericks Baseball. We're back right after this.
The bottom of the
Us off here in the top of the 6th inning will be Richard Ortiz, as Tanner Helms still in the game for the Mavericks.
Actually, if Edmonton wins and we win, that's good.
And swung on.
Gain some ground on Okotoks.
That scared me.
Yeah, it did.
That one outside.
I thought I could shoot.
Starts on fire.
Yeah, we're gonna call the game here.
That one hit to third. Blake Rowlett.
Owned it.
And he has him at first. It just about lost control of that one, but a nice recovery for the first out.
The third baseman, number 19, Keegan Marsden.
And Keegan Marsden steps up. 0 for 2 on the day.
Brooks and Lethbridge are tied 3-3, and that's in the top of the 5th. Weyburn leads Swift Current 4-0, top of the 6th there. And Edmonton leads Okotoks 2-0, bottom of the 4th.
Called strike there to Marsden. That one again on the inside. Marsden looking a little confused.
He's got 2 strikeouts in each of the last 3 innings. 3 of the last 4.
He's got 1 strikeout.
No, like, counts.
They're talking about Marsden. I was like, he's only had 2 at bats.
The 1-2 now from Helms. That one hit straight to Rock Jordan at second.
Last call for 50-50 tickets. Last call for 50-50. You're looking at.
And that will bring up now Evan Willow.
Ladies will be around.
He's 0 for 2 on the day.
The catcher, number 4, Evan Willow.
Yeah, I'm throwing it.
Fifth inning stretch.
Yep. 5th inning stretch again, guys.
5th inning stretch. No pitch.
How come we have 3 strikes, Gar?
What?
No 3 strikes.
And he gets him at first.
Goal in order here.
3 up, 3 down in the bottom, the top of the 6th. Leading us off at the bottom of the 6th, top of the order for the Mavericks. 1, 2, 3 batters as Louis Canjura due up. You're watching Mavericks baseball. We'll be back right after this.
Bottom of the 6th inning, the shortstop, number 4, Louis
yet? Okay. Unless something drastic happens.
You can't break that, can you?
What is it? No.
You have to buy $10 for this.
You do?
They can give you Mavericks coin toys.
Deal.
3.
How do you break that then?
Can't.
We can't give change or Maverick money. It has to be all spent in one.
Just spend it or no?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Swing it in the strike.
I might use that
Not
for
my
tomorrow.
rules. Not my rules.
2 more on this ball.
I might just use that for tomorrow then.
And if you go, let me see, if I go down, and if I use that for us tomorrow,
I'm not
I get stats this tomorrow for a concession.
Oh, really?
So I get burgers for $2.
Oh, yeah, that's a for sure. Man. Just go down by $20 worth of things.
And Kanjura has himself a 2-2 count here.
Full count.
Full count. Kanjura hits that one down the first baseline. It's going to be foul.
Yeah,
And in the
before
fridge,
it
so
becomes,
it's okay. They have a little lifeline. Not much, but it's a lifeline. I have a feeling this part is going to be pretty vacant for the next couple weeks.
And swung on for strike 3 for Louis Kanjura.
Are you guys good to go for food and beverage?
I'm good.
Thank you. I spun your chair around, I'm sorry.
the left fielder number 15,
I'm sorry.
Caleb Longley.
He did swing.
This is first K for this pitcher.
I think we should.
Lieutenant Saskatchewan Pirate.
And Longley with a big cut there. Evens up the count at 1-1.
We hope you're watching. And that's probably not even the total amount of people that have watched it so far. Once it's done, it'll tell me how many people have actually watched it. No. Just come back. No. How about no?
This is the inning we took off in yesterday.
And the 1-1 pitch now from Hodder.
Off the hill.
And that one gonna be fouled down the third baseline, but still a nice hustle from Caleb Longley.
0-0. I'm fine with it though. It's going. It's moving. 8:30.
I mean, we're in the 6th at 8:30. That's pretty good.
That's insane. That's like when I was younger, when we went to Disneyland.
I don't mind this guy.
Went to an LA Dodger game, and we had a driver for like the 5 days we were there in LA, and we told him, yeah, like, be back in like 3 hours. 2 hours go by, and we're in the 4th. So like, so we called him like, okay, coming 2 more hours, not in an hour, coming 2 more. We had to call him 3 times to like
Tell him.
adjust the time because it would speed up, slow down, and the game was awesome. Milwaukee, man, the game ended 11-9. Like 6 home runs.
How old are you?
10? Yeah, because I would have been grade 5, first year Notre Dame.
I only ever went to LA once, and we never got to go to any sports games, and it was with my theater trip. And yeah, they usually go to a sports game. They went to a Mets game this year. They went to a Cubs game in Chicago when they went to Chicago this year. And they got to see the Cubs play. And then they went to New York the year before we went to LA. We went to LA and San Fran. We would have got tickets to the home opening in San Fran. We were there the day. So it was either going to that or going to the San Francisco bus tour. Our teacher chose a bus.
Sick for you, too. That one was foul, by the way.
I wonder if Lovell has something downstairs.
He does.
You check.
And a 1-2 count still. That one's high to Longley.
Been to
2-2.
The Seattle's, both LA Diamonds,
Similar to
Phoenix.
I've been to Seattle.
I've never been to this before. We were doing it with San Diego when we were in LA the second time.
But I think it is a little bit different.
Let's see how you do this.
And Caleb Longley strikes out.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
That brings up Blake Rowlett with 2 outs here in the bottom of the set.
Blake Rowlett.
Doesn't get a strike rate on
Still a
the
scoreless game, bottom of 6. Now one in the dirt. 1-0.
It'd be no different than it is.
No, no difference, right?
Except it would be
A little better.
because the next number for Canada here, what it is.
Ooh, and Blake Rowlett tried to jump out of the way of that one, but it still nicked him. As he's going to get first on the hit by pitch.
Rowlett hit by
That
pitch
brings
for
up number
his
25, Colton
Number
Wright.
25, Colton Wright.
2 outs here and a runner at first. Let's see what Wright can do in this scoreless ball game. That one in there for a first strike to Wright. Tyler Hodder with his 76th pitch of the night.
Did they find that body? No. In the river? I haven't found him yet. The river's down low. I thought maybe they heard news about they found it.
I go biking by there a couple days ago, and kids are right along the side. I'm like, well, then we wonder. Like,
Yeah. Oh, I know.
That one is outside.
That whole debacle about that fake river story or whatever. Like probably 4 or 5 days after that one, somebody called in, said somebody else fell in the river,
Yeah.
way down by past the highway bridge,
Yeah.
and they were just faking it.
Yeah.
You get charged doing
How do you wake up one day and go, oh, I should say this?
And Wright hits that one into deep center right field. And Rowlett rounding third. And that's going to be an RBI double to give the Mavericks a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 6th.
Brought to you by 2020 Vision, Mavericks.
Colton Wright driving that one
On a
deep.
double by Colton Wright.
And he breaks the tie. We're no longer deadlocked at 0-1-0 Mavericks.
Rodriguez.
We finally got the run. No more goose eggs. He did that yesterday twice. Giant ones like that.
He's a good batter.
Yeah, he is a good hitter. He's one of the most consistent I've seen so far. Him and this guy. They hit well.
And Rodriguez steps up now. And that one outside, ball 1.
So today I ordered some cutters gloves for sports show. And my mom said, okay, you need to get free shipping. And you get that, and they're only 34 bucks. And she's like, what else do you want? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pull a full inch right for purple. And I ordered an arm Nick, Pro Combat High Saber.
That's pretty sweet. I'm just be pink. I do all style.
Like sport. I'll show you right now. What it looks like.
Good hit.
Here's between the padded one and the non-padded one, and the non-padded one is so much cooler. I wanted to get this one. This one's so. Look at this one. Basketball players. What was the one?
Mavericks get one run on
And he grounds out to the third baseman there.
one hit. No errors.
And one run on
Mavericks take a
that
1-0
inning.
lead here after
And going to the top of the 7, 1-0 for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. To lead us off in the top of 7 will be Ryan Dunn. You're watching Mavericks baseball. We'll be back right after this. Yeah, so I thought that one was pretty cool, but that's more like a working out. And we're back at the top of the 7th. Leading us off is Ryan Dunn. That one's in the dirt, blocked by Leal for the first ball. Because there was that one, or there was... Because they don't seem to have green. My team's green. I was like, okay, whatever. Should've just got a couple of owl pads. Now want a given strike. Now one's popped up. And underneath it is Rowlett for the first out.
Oh, come on.
That brings to the plate our bunch of blinds beer batter, number 7, Corey Conklin.
Beer.
Call John at Budget Blinds to book the best blind date ever in town. Budget Blinds beer batter. Come on.
I got these in green.
Okie dokie, smoky jokey.
No.
And Kanjura bobbles that one.
That's easy.
And I reach base. So.
Bottom of the order here for the Giants.
On the air.
24, Travis Turner.
Beat.
That was a hit, was it?
No.
Air?
Reach
Did
base
you
on
say
the air.
rubber ducky? I'm Smokey and the Bandit. That's different. For you, Kim, you wouldn't know that show.
Yeah,
Okay,
these are the
maybe,
ones I got.
but that doesn't mean you would know it. Oh, your culture. Okay.
They're the cheapest ones. Hardly any breakers.
So you remember the snowman?
Probably find him cheaper than this one. When they went there.
No, maybe Nike. I might go get some Nike ones. After this, I'll just go get some pure white ones. Those would be my home ones, and the red ones would be my home ones.
Well, that was the Duke's Hazard.
And get a white sleeve.
Eat it. Base.
So I'm getting all green cleats. I found all green cleats in Haver.
Defense.
Was that a pass ball?
Stolen base.
Home base?
It was a wild pitch. It was a bad pitch in there.
The 35 shots is really touchable. I was considering these were like, at one point, these were like $50. Football equipment is super cheap. Like cleats are like the most expensive football cleats you can buy are Air Jordans, and they're $170. $170, $200.
This side one.
Because the pitcher changed. I was just letting them get warm a bit.
And a pitching mound visit here for Coach Kyle Swanik.
Look at these things. These are Jordan football cleats. They actually, when you get them in different colors, they're really pretty sick.
I would never.
Desert, nice snow away from. There's your distance. There it is. Those are all the different varieties.
That one hit down third, and Rowlett takes that on to first.
I can imagine you're sponsored by Jordan and you have those tweets.
Rowlett with a great play on third to get the throw to first. 2 gone here, and that brings to the plate the top of the order for the Giants, number 8, Hector Benitez.
Hector Benitez steps up now with 2 out here in the top of the 7th inning.
Look how slick they look in adjustment.
That's one's popped up. And under it will be Caleb Longley.
Giants leave a man stranded here. Hey, folks, you know what that
And they leave him in stranded. Still 1-0 for the Mavericks. Rock Jordan to lead us off in the bottom after the 7th inning stretch. You're watching Mavericks baseball, and we'll be back right after this. And to lead us off here in the bottom of the 7th will be Rock Jordan, as the first pitch to him is a ball.
Yeah, but I have to go find cleats. I might just get straight white cleats on. But my armband is black. I want my cleats to be black. I want my cleats to be white and my armband black and my gloves are green and black.
Just blacked it out. Blacked everything out.
So you gotta go one or the other.
Because black works for your home anyways.
We got TJ's Pizza tonight.
Strike. Was it called strike on this one? That's right.
And a 1-2 count now to Rock Jordan.
Okay.
That one in the dirt. And the 2-2. And Rock Jordan with the bouncer to second. And he grounds out to the second baseman for the first out.
Autograph program. If you have the autograph by number 29, Justin Simonek, on the Taco Time ad, you win a free combo courtesy of Taco Time at the Medicine Hat Mall and Dunmore Road locations. Bring your ad to Brittany in the ticket office. Taco Time, signed by number 29, Justin Simonek.
And now up number 12, Zach Kunkel.
Fielder number 12, Zach Kunkel.
And that one on the inside for ball 1. Ball 2 to Kunkel now. '88 pitchers from Hodder tonight.
Did really well, actually.
Which only allowed 4
He didn't. He's made the Mavs hit the ball.
That one in there for strike 1, 3-1 now.
Let his defense play.
And that one fouled back. Zach Kunkel has himself a full count here.
Okay, fans, take those foul balls into the souvenir stand there for Mavericks money. Good for concession and souvenirs.
That one popped up, fouled off again, keeping himself alive for the full count. And Kunkel hits that one, and that one's going to be foul out of play down the left side. Still a 3-2 count. And Kunkel hits that one into shallow center, and it drops in there for a single.
A single for Kunkel. Brings to the plate the first baseman, number 20, Frank Podkol.
That brings up number 20, Frank Podkol.
We'd like to take this time to thank our sponsor, TJ's Pizza, the official pizza sponsor of the Mavericks.
Doesn't say. He is a little human, hey?
Who?
Coach Murphy. Coach.
Yeah, he's a small guy, eh?
He was like in the group. I'm like, oh, who's that?
And Podkul steps into the box here with 1 out. Has himself a ball there.
Who did that warming up there, guys? For the Giants. Just got one guy throwing.
Yeah, and it looks like 20.
If you just tuned into our broadcast, we are in the bottom of the 7th inning, and the Mavericks lead 1-0.
Actually, this is probably the wrong thing to look at. And then we're the right guys on here. Left-hand pitcher, number 20 is on.
And check there at first, and Kunkel's going to be back in there.
Oh, 30, baby. If I have to say anyone, I'm gonna say
Now one on the outside. He has himself a walk. Runners at first and second now with 1 out.
Size right jack, that's what I'm guessing.
It's going to be it for Otter.
Boy jack, that's what I'm gonna guess. Doesn't have a number, well, 39, but he doesn't have any information.
Who's coming in, guys? What number?
I want to say 39.
We'll be back right after this pitching change. Warming up now for the Fort Mac Giants is Cy Vojak to come in here with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Ready for a change? This pitching change brought to you by Mr. Lube. Now into the game for the Fort McMurray Giants. Left-handed reliever, number 39, Cy Vojak. Oh, whatever. That's all I pronounce.
Doesn't matter. It's not me. You didn't say my name.
I'm his dad, that guy said. I'm like, I look here and I'm like, you're his dad? You came all the way from... It's not Jordan's thing, but yeah.
I'm gonna try to make something right.
It's definitely not Savannah George's thing.
That catcher number 17, Jacob Leal.
I'll be George's GA.
What's GH?
Nothing. It's actually nothing. Dude, Savannah's a Georgia.
That's what they meant to put by.
Yeah.
From the Savannah Desert.
So, Savannah,
Sahara.
Greater Houston. Nice.
And that one hit into left. And Kunkel with the wheels around third. And Leal's single is going to score Kunkel.
RBI single for Leal.
That brings up number 4, Louis Canjura here with now the Mavericks lead 2-0 in the bottom of the 7th.
The shortstop, number 4, Louis Canjura.
That one in there for a strike on Canjura. That one on the inside. Gonna even up the count at 1-1. Canjura today 1 for 3 with a single. Got out on a double play.
Did you say it? Does it come up late on there?
It's still timed with this. Just the footage goes up. It's like listening to our radio shows. Radio shows are a little behind.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's because it's through the internet, and the internet's not very fast. And the 2-1 now to Canjura. That one in the dirt, and the wild pitch is going to advance the runners.
Hey, congratulations to Derek Herder, our 50-50 winner. Derek, congratulations.
It should show up in here.
And tonight's attendance, 769. Thank you very much for attending. The Mavericks appreciate the support.
And 3-1 now. And that one hit into shallow center field. And that's going to score Podkol.
RBI single for Canjura.
That brings up number 15, Caleb Longley here with runners at the corners and still only 1 out as the Mavericks take a 3-0 lead. And Longley hits that one into deep right field, and underneath it is the right fielder, but Leo on his way to home, and a nice sacrifice fly there for Caleb Longley.
Sacrifice fly for Longley. Scores Leo.
That brings up number 8, Blake Rowlett here with 2 outs as the Mavericks took a 4-0 lead now.
Number 8, Blake Rowlett.
And the 0-0 here from Vojak.
Kojak? Wojak. Kojak. Wojak. Kojak. Oh, Kojak.
Hit the road, Jack. I know what Bojack Lee.
Mr. Bo?
Bojack Horseman? Like the TV show. And the first pitch to Rowlett is a ball. And the 1-0 pitch from Cy Vojak. Hit up the middle. And rounding second is Kanjura, as he'll be at third with runners at the corners now. And that brings up Colton Wright, who had our first RBI of the night.
The designated hitter, number 25, Colton Wright.
And we'll be back right after this for McMurray pitching change. And we're back here after the Fort Mac pitching change. Now pitching for the Giants, number 25, Cale Thornton from Cypress, Texas.
The designated hitter, number 25, Colton Wright.
And Colton Wright up to bat now with runners at the corner and 2 out. As the Mavericks have a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Fishing in the dark. He's out there waiting. Dip waiters, fishing in the dark. He's fishing.
And the double steal as Kanjura is going to get in there.
Called strike first, do you think? I think it was called strike. Yeah, 1-1.
We now have a 5-0 game after that double steal that scores Kanjura. It's not often that you see a team steal home.
Well, maybe the defensive play just didn't execute very well. I know. could do anything I would. I'd have first. I will walk it. Okay, bro.
And Colton Wright with a huge cut. Trying to chop down a tree on that one.
So to see if they're paying attention.
They've already chopped all the trees down.
Well, yes, some spots.
That looks way better.
They left one up there.
And the 2-2. On the inside. Full count now with Colton Wright.
Who's warming up there? Six? Who's six?
Brady
Tedesco.
Tedesco, yeah.
It's a new guy. I ain't seen him.
That one in the dirt, and Colton Wright will have first.
Wright gets a walk. That brings us to the plate. The right fielder, number 1, Chris Rodriguez.
And Chris Rodriguez up now. So far today, 1 for 3 with a single. That tells you how many there.
Didn't stretch did us good. Got some going.
Stretched everything out just right.
That's right. Perfect, right?
Oh, and their batting average versus that picture.
Oh, that'd be good.
And now it's 12.
Yeah.
That one on the outside for ball 1. 1-1 now.
1 and 1. If we're at it.
I mean, it looks like you are on the board. Not 1. 1 and 2 now to Chris Rodriguez.
Lethbridge leads Brooks 5-3. Edmonton leads Oak Oaks 2-0.
Now 1 in the dirt. 2 and 2. Oh wow, the skin's actually growing back there. That one hit to the shortstop, and he's gonna make the play at first. 6-3 for the third out.
Mavericks get 4 runs here in the bottom of the
Mavericks
seventh
get
to
4
take a
runs in the
5-0
bottom of the
lead.
7th to take a 5-0 lead.
And it looks
Due
like
up in the
we're
top of the
getting
8th will be
ready for
number
some
26,
action on the
Jordan
outfield here.
Stickler. I'm Percy McDonald, and you're watching Mavericks Baseball on YouTube. We'll be back right after this.
26, Jordan Stickler.
I gotta catch anything? That guy catch anything out there?
Longley?
No. For the days off thing.
I don't think he did. Why are you on days off?
That's 2 days in a row. That guy hasn't got anything.
And Jordan Stickler up as he takes the first pitch from Helms outside for a ball.
Last call ice cream? Last call for ice cream.
Last
At
call
one.
for the ice cream. Last call
In
for
there
the
for a
ice cream.
strike, 1-1.
Oh, that looks so good.
What?
Grilled cheese food truck. Is there in town?
No way.
Grilled cheese food truck.
What a world we live in.
It looks better than the poutine truck.
You know what? I had never had a poutine in my entire life until like a week ago.
Okay, so poutine here is brutal. If you want the real deal poutine, you gotta be in Quebec. And you gotta be by a cheese factory because that's where you get the curds. Heads up, foul ball coming your way, guys.
Yeah, poutine gives me the turds.
The curds, not the turds. We just want the curds, baby.
I think the best. I think
The best.
The best poutine I ever had was.
Burger King.
Has to be from Quebec.
I've never been to go.
Because that's the original, right? That's where it, and like, they're good.
Did you know ginger beef originated in Calgary?
That one ground to the pitcher for the first out.
The end of the seventh inning was brought to you by Canadian Western Bank. Whether you're buying a home or planning for retirement or having banking needs, contact Canadian Western Bank. Offers a competitive rate
What?
and exceptional service. Visit our branch on 13th Avenue.
Sushi Thai or whatever. That got closed because of inspection.
And then reopening it.
Yeah. That's crazy. So good. You think
The shortstop number 2,
I'm
Max.
never eaten there again.
Who's gonna go? That's pretty long here.
And Max Hewitt on the outside for ball 1.
I know. When you do the slingshot right after you.
See, they always change it on me. They'd be like, "Okay, let's do it." This and you'd be like, "Oh." Down low to the pitcher again.
2 gone for the Giants. Brings to the plate number 18, Richard Ortiz.
How was he gonna do it himself?
Who's that?
Ground up to the pitcher.
And a ground out to the pitcher, back to back, brings up Richard Ortiz. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And swung on for strike 1.
David Ortiz, son. Slow down, Kimmy, slow down. 2, 4, 1, apiece. And
That one hit down to the hot corner. And Blake Rowlett gonna be there, making a nice throw for the third out. Going into the bottom of the 8th inning, the Mavericks still have a 5-0 lead. You're watching Mavericks baseball. Due up is Rock Jordan. We'll be back for the bottom of the 8th right after this. back here for the bottom of the 8th inning, and leading us off is Rock Jordan. 0 for 3 on the day. The first pitch is in there for a strike.
Swing. Sorry, I was looking here.
That one on the inside. It's going to be even up at 1-1 now. And Rock Jordan with a ripper right to the pitcher. Has himself a single. After a hard hit ball there from Rock Jordan, Zach Kunkel will be up. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And his last at bat, he had a single on which he scored in the 7th inning. And Kunkel hits that one into the gap. 4-3, and over the head. They'll get the fielder's choice at second, but that doesn't prevent a runner from being at second as that ball goes out of play, and Zach Kunkel will be at second.
It's a launch there. The first baseman, number 20, Frank Podkol.
And Podkol steps up to bat with Zach Kunkel at second and 1 out. That one's on the inside for strike 1. Has him an 0-2 count here after the foul. That one hit into deep right field, and underneath of it is Travis Turner, but Zach Kunkel will have third as he tags up. That brings up Jacob Leal.
The catcher, number 17, Jacob Leal. I'll just play whatever else.
That one in the... Ooh, close. I thought even that one was in there.
Right down the middle.
Well, 1-0 count now to Jacob Leal. And Leal hits that one with some power into deep left field. But underneath of it is going to be Jordan Stickler. And still a 5-0 lead after 8 for the Mavericks. Due up 4. The Giants in the top of the 9 will be Keegan Marston. You're watching Mavericks Baseball. We'll be back right after this.
Call Groves Roofing.
And leading us off here, a pinch hitter, Garrett Takamatsu, will be in.
Josh Ionetta.
What number?
22.
Takamatsu hits that one into the gap. And he has himself a leadoff single.
Ionetta. Oh, is it Ionetti?
Is it Ionetti?
Yeah, that would make
Pinch
sense.
hitter
actually.
for the Fort McMurray Giants. Number 22, Josh
We just
Ionetta.
wanted the catcher
whole
to be so
game.
bad. We just wanted it to be at an Ionetta so bad.
And Josh Ionetti, end of the game, to pinch hit.
Yeah, 21's on there.
Still a 5-0 ball game here for the Mavericks.
It's good. Don't say it. Don't say it.
That one popped up. That's going to be out of play. Heads up to us in the booth as that is hidden on the other side.
Imagine if it was wood and a ball came down fast enough on the wood when it was in the wood.
Oh, man.
Okay, where did Hodler had 2 guys on, right? He gets tagged with the loss.
Oh, yeah, he gets
Because
that.
those were those 2 guys that scored, right? Even though the other guy came in, there was those 2 guys that put on
They were
base.
down 1-0 anyway when
He gets, yeah, he gets tagged with the loss. Yeah, because he has 3 runs against. That one hit into the gap. And another single, back-to-back singles here for these 2 pinch hitters. That brings up number 21, Ryan Dunn.
Oh, and then 5's coming in for 7, it looks like.
Number 21, Ryan Dunn. Number 5.
Joey Nicastro. So, Joey. And then NIC.
What number is he?
5. And Nick Castro. Nick Castro.
2-0 count now to Ryan Dunn. That one in there for strike 1. 2-1 count now to
Last
Dunn.
call for concession and bar. Last call, concession and bar.
2-1 Dunn.
Bravo, come on.
That one popped up into the deep infield. And Louis Canjura is under it for the first out. Or second out. That'll be the first out, sorry.
One out for the Giants. Brings to the plate. There's pinch hitter number 5, Joey Nicastro.
And Joey Nicastro pinch hitting for Corey Conklin.
Our beer batter. You replace them, you'd be coming.
I like how it starts getting. Is that how that works?
No, we could.
I also wondered that.
Like how the AC starts getting
Barstool.
cold once it cools down. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
This stuff's boring.
Well,
All of a sudden we can feel the AC really nice.
yeah, now we can.
Don't blow the shutouts. Come on.
And the 1-0 pitch from Tanner Helms. Swung on, a big cut.
He was trying to hit it.
Trying to put that somewhere else.
Give that man a chainsaw because he's trying to chop down the tree.
That one hits him.
That's what you get for trying to hit that ball. The ball hits you.
And bases loaded now for Tanner Helms here in the top of the 9th inning. That brings up number 24, Travis Turner.
The right fielder number
That's actually
24,
nice,
Travis Turner. Get that thing oscillating. It oscillates and stuff.
No, leave it.
Well, it's fine. Just leave it. It's fine. But you can't get it oscillating.
We don't want
I'm not getting any of it.
Fine, Jesus.
Well, Kim Ryan Johnson over there the other day.
He
It's too
froze.
cold. It's too cold.
Feels good on the feet.
Yeah, it does. Double play, end the game.
I'm
Let's
gonna
go.
have to play Ride the Donkey for the winning pitcher. I don't think.
Double play, end the game. What you been doing?
It's now circulating, which is nice. That one in there, taken all the way. 3-1.
If you want to be here for, that's great if you want someone to do policeman's firefighter thing. I can't make it because I'm up at Crescent Heights during that time.
And that's going to be a walk, bringing home a run.
For sure. You can check with him if he wants someone to do that.
And Coach Michael Thompson coming out for a mound visit. And Tanner Helms' night done. Finishes the day with 6 strikeouts.
He's not too happy, okay?
How many strikeouts for
6. We'll be back right after this Mavericks pitching change.
Helms leads the game with 6 strikeouts.
Oh, yeah.
They're keeping us on our toes.
Ryan Villarreal.
Villarreal. Villar? Real?
Pinch hitting for the Giants, number 15, Ryan.
Now into the game for the Mavericks. Brady Tedesco, left-handed reliever, taking over here in the top of the 9th with 1 out and bases loaded. And pinch hitting for the Formac Giants, Ryan Valerial. As the first pitch from Tedesco.
Very real.
Very real.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like what they say.
That one swung on by Valerial.
His mom said it home. It's not his name. It's Volar. Yeah. Real.
That one swung on deep. And it's just going to be fouled down the left field line. I would see what Brady Tedesco can do here under pressure here with the bases loaded. 2 strikes on the batter. That one low in the dirt, 2-2 now.
What number's on deck there? Do you see?
It's still 26.
Yeah.
26 still?
Yeah.
That one swung on for strike 3.
Tedesco gets the strikeout.
And Tedesco with his first batter strikes him out in 5 pitches. And that brings up number 26, Jordan Stickler.
Number 26, Jordan
As maybe
Stickler.
Fort Mac's last breath of hope. And the first pitch from Tedesco was in there for a strike. Very quiet stadium here as we have 1 out away from getting the win.
Your spider sense is tingling? Do your spider sense is tingling? Captain K. Bring him up, Dad.
And a 1-1 now. Not very close as Jacob Leal spotting the ball nice. Two and one now for Tedesco. That one a little high. He's gonna get himself into a safe situation here.
Tomorrow I'll do this one.
Aren't you doing?
He's here. He's just not here for the 11 yet. I'm not doing it.
No.
Yeah. You're not doing it yet before the game.
No, I'm good. That one in there for a strike. Full count here with 2 outs for Brady Tedesco. And Tedesco gets him for strike 3. And that's the end of the ball game. And Jordan Stickler does not like it. He is telling the ump what he thinks, but that's not going to matter. As the Mavericks get a 5-1 lead.
That's the game, folks. Mavericks get the 5-1.
Tanner Helms with the win. Tyler Hodder with the loss.
30, Tanner
And
Helms with the win. Losing pitcher for the Fort McMurray Giants, number 52, Tyler Hodder. They're back at it tomorrow for game number 3.
And game 3 tomorrow at 2:05 Mountain Time.
2:05. But again,
Please tune in to tomorrow's game between Mavericks and the Fort Mac Giants. 2:05 Mountain Time. I'm Percy McDonald, and good night, folks. Have a wonderful Saturday evening.
$10. Kids 15 and under free.